If you enjoy learning the Cherokee language with RSU TV, join our Signal Society. Your monthly gift of $10 a month ensures that RSU TV can continue to produce programs like the Cherokee language classes. Click the link in the description or call 1-800-823-7210 to join today.
Osio Nigod, Wade Blevin, Stawadon, Galegli Jagedo Kohig. Welcome to Cherokee 2 here at RSU TV. I'm really glad to be here today, and hopefully you are too. This is Talsko Taline Jalagia de lo Kwasti. This is our 22nd Cherokee lesson for Cherokee 2. So as you know, we've been going through this really lengthy story, and so today we're going to switch it up just a little bit, and we're going to try to, when we move forward with the story, we're going to try to translate without looking at the English, and then we'll look at the English and see how close we got. So today I'm going to challenge myself, and I'm going to challenge you, and we're going to see how well we do. So come, Idalena Jalagi Idiwani. Let's talk Cherokee today, okay? So our reading selection today, let's read our way through it, and we'll see how it goes. So I don't have my trusty sidekicks with me today, so I'm flying solo. So I'm going to have to kind of fly by the seat of my pants. But again, if you are a learner of Cherokee, you can do it. The trick is just to expose yourself to Cherokee as much as you possibly can. So one of my weak areas is reading in Cherokee, so I'm going to try and read more often. And so let's read today's reading comprehension selection. This says, Ikayi Johnny Sene Ayatotla I don't know, Sene. I think I left out the number there. Let's see. Sontne la douche sine udalska. Okay. So iga yi. That's iga yi. That means first. Johnny. John. First John. I left out the actual number. Sene ayatotla. That's the chapter. So ne la du sine 19th udalka verse. Okay, so this says e d g u a na ski n di ga li sto di ha. Okay, ne di gal sto di ha. A ya I ge yi I gi ge yu hi yu nu li sta na I. Okay, so that's kind of looking at each and every character. So e dige you are, e dige you are. Okay, we love him. Okay, e dige you are. We love him. Na ski na dikal sto di ha. For the reason ya mi ikayi first igi ge you he loved us, or he loved me. Nulstana I. Okay, it happened or occurred. Okay, so we love him for the reason that first he loved us. It happened that he loved us. Okay. So, and then of course, the Bible verse is we love him because he first loved us. So that's our reading selection for today. Let's go through our conversational Cherokee. Okay, so there are a couple ways whenever you tell somebody to go take a bath. Okay, you can say "hua da wo zhe." That means go take a bath. Okay, you can also say "ha da wo zhe," just means take a bath. Okay, that "wa" sound in there means to go do it. All right, "hua da wo zhe" or "ha da wo zhe," go take a bath. You can also say "hua da wo de" or "ha da wo de." Okay, either way, it's kind of a dialect or a community thing. Either way you say it, they're going to understand you. If you say "hua da wo zhe," go take a bath, or you say "hua da wo de," okay, go take a bath. It means the exact same thing. It's just kind of a dialect thing. All right. This could also probably actually mean like go swimming, because we've talked about earlier, I believe in Cherokee 1, we talked about that our word for taking a bath and our word for swimming are the same word. Okay. So "hua da wo zhe" or "hua da wo de," go take a bath. All right. Okay. So to get back into the story, let's read, and this is going to give us some more reading practice. So we'll go ahead and we'll read our way through it. If you would like to read along, I will try and read slow enough that everyone can kind of read along with me. Or if you don't feel confident enough yet to try to read it with me, then just as I say the sounds, try to follow along with your finger. Or if you want to work on your listening comprehension, then just close your eyes, listen to it, and then we will we'll talk about it and try to figure out where we were. So, okay. This says, "Ilan hiu jage sa a skili ehe." Okay, "Ilan hiu jage sa," long time ago. A skili or a skili ehe, there was a witch. This could also be a booger, right? Or any kind of like supernatural being, right? A skili ehe. Agayelike, ale, unegilti, gese. Okay, unegilti, gese. So agayelike, old, ale, unegilti, ugly, gese, she was. Uweji, or uwej, agehya. So a daughter, this is uwej, is of course an offspring. Agehya is a female or a woman. So a woman offspring or a daughter. Uwej, agehya. Uwekaha, she had. So she had a daughter. Do you uwoduhi ge se? Do you really? Uwoduhi, pretty. Ge se, she was. So she was really pretty. Alawi, do don't e. Okay, so Alawi, do don't e was her name. We know that do don't means is his or her name. Al du do that at the end, was, okay? Her name, all right? Al lui du do Squeestosa, a lot, okay? Aniskaya, squeestosa, aniskaya. Undulihe, unihanti, alui. Okay? Squeestosa, lots, aniskaya, lots of men. Undulihe, they wanted. Unihanti, to marry. Alui, Olive. So lots of men wanted to marry Olive. Uchi, hi'i, niduwe sele. Okay, Uji, her mother. Hi'i, this. Niduwe sele. She told them, so she would tell them this. Akayi, gohusti, gohusti. Nijadan, nijadan. Okay, first, something you have to do. So, agayi, gohusti, nijadan. Okay, you have to do something first. Nijadan no. Okay, nijadan no. Yigi, if you can't do it, yika luki. Okay, I'll kill you. Okay, nijadan no. Yigi, yika luki. Okay, if you can't do it, I'll kill you. He Lansky, several. Aniskaya. Unanelitana. Unaneltana. Unaneltana. Unaduniti. Askili. Atayohi, Atayohi, Okay, so let's go that far. Hilensk, Aniskaya. Several men, Unaneltana, they tried, Yundanti, to do, Askili, Atayohi, Atayohi, what the witch asked, right? Kleskin, Eli, Yinanadane, okay? Kleskin, Eli, Yinandane, but they weren't able to do it. Okay, Julie Kwanadi, they got on their knees. So, she made them get on their knees. No, and then, Degaske, okay, Degaske, she took their head off. Okay, Degaske, she took their head off. Uwiyuhi, Uweji, Askaya, Utagane, Uwodu, Uweji, Agehuja, Ashkili, Uwekaha. Okay? So, Ugawiyuhi, that's a chief or a ruler. In this case, it would be a king. Uwej Ashkaya. a king's son. Okay, that's what the word we're going to use for prince. So the king's son, utagane, heard. Remember, this character here can be da or ta. Utagane, uwodu, uwej ake huja. Heard about the beautiful daughter, ashkili uwe kaha, that the witch had. So he heard about the beautiful daughter the witch had. Udoda, udoda, unosele. His father, unosele, told him, una dagese, dagese. If you go there, awaduli. Oh, he told his father. Sorry, udoda, unosele. He told his father, una dagese. I'm going to go there. Awaduli, gianti, alui. Okay, I want awaduli, gianti, to marry alui, Olive. I want to marry Olive. Nole, and then ashkili, the witch, dajitli. I want to kill her. Okay, so. Or then I'm going to kill her. Okay, dajitli. Okay. Klada. That's like no way. Udane ugawiuhi, said the king. Ye jena, if you go there. Okay, ye, if, jena, you go. If you go there, do you askili dage jak stesi, okay, dage jak stes, see, okay, dage jak stesi, okay. The witch is going to take your head, okay. Utagane, heard, uwej askaya. Okay, so unsine utagane. So utagane uwej askaya. Unsine, laid down. Ale utleje. Okay, utleje, got sick. Okay. So galgwog judetiyud, 7 years. Ganitli ganke, 7 years. Galgwogi, galigwogi, galgwogi, judetiyuda. Gani kli, gan ge, okay, gan ge, gan ge, okay. Galgwogi, 7, judetiyud, years. Ganitli, in bed. Gan ge, he laid there. So he laid in bed for 7 years. Kla a ganak ti, eli unoske. Okay, so the no doctor could cure him. Okay. Uga wiyuhi, ude lohose, ude lohose. The king realized, kla Udiuska, he's not going to get better, okay? Uwej achuj, his son. So he realized his son wasn't getting better. Uno sele, he told him, When go all the way. Jedo, huh? Go to where Olive is at, okay? When all the way. Jedo, huh? Go where Olive is. Tla yaguant yaguanita. Tla yaguant. I don't know. Yusti na guadenti. Okay, I don't know what to do here. Okay, I don't know of any other thing to do. Jadisti, you're gonna get well. Okay. Utagane, uwage. When his son heard this, udi huh? Ganitli. Oh, udi huh? Okay, he got up ganitli from the bed. Udis, and he got well. Uli heli Jonah. Uli heli Jonah. He became happy, or he was thankful. Okay. Nole, then wu kilan, he mounted, or he got on. Soquili, that's a horse. He got on the horse. Aliwi, ale, ashkili, dine doha, duwuk, tane, and we'll take it word by word, and then we'll go back and do the sentence, okay? Nole, wukilan, soquil, aliwi, ale, ashkili, dine doha, din doha, duwuk, tane. So, Nole, and then Ukilana, he got on. Soquili, the horse. Olive, ale, ashkili, the witch. Dinedo, where they lived. Duwuk tane, he went in that direction. Duwuk tane, he went in that way, or that he headed that direction. Okay. Ukilud, God, riding through a plain. Okay, he was riding through a plain, or a flat area. Wu go he, go hushti, he saw something. Okay. Ga do see. Okay. Elishke, he thought it was a hill. Gadusi is a hill. Elishke, he thought it was a hill. Na wulu tse, okay, when he got close. Ugohe, he saw askaya. Usquotle gesa, he saw a man's belly. Okay. Gato gatne, he was laying. It was laying on the ground. Okay. Gato gatne, it was laying on the ground. Na gal johit, gali johidi, gal johit, fat. Gal johit, that means fat. Na gal johit, askaya, the fat man. Ugohe, na ugawiyu uwich, he saw. Ugohe, na ugawiyu, the chief, or the king, uwich, son, so the prince. Udida, he got up. Udida, he got up. Ugawiyu uwej unosele, he told the prince, Yichaduli, if you want. Remember, Jaduli just means you want. Yichaduli, if you want. Gestelti. If you want me to help you, gestelti. If you want me to help you, skinat, skinatla ögon. Skinatla ögon. You hire me, skinatla ögon. Okay? All right. So let's find out what's going on with the rest of the story, okay? So it goes on and he says, Gato hyatug hil jon hit utadane na askai. Okay? Gato, what? Hyatug, what can you do? Hyatug means you do it, okay? Gato hyatug, what can you do? Hil jon hit, you're so fat. Hil jon hit, you're fat. Hil jon hit. Okay, so what can you do? You're so fat. Utadane asked, na askai, the man. Let's see how close we were, okay? What can you do when you're so fat? Asked the man. All right, good. So, gato, what? Hyatug, you do. Hil jon hit, you are fat. Utadane asked, na askaya, the man. Okay, the next one says, Klata go hust yigi. We'll read the whole thing and then we'll go back through it. So, Klata go hust yigi. Yijine go jo yagayel udane gal jo hit askaya. Okay, so let's see, what words do we recognize in this sentence? So just take a look through. Tlada go hust yigi. Yijine guog jo yagayele udane gal jo hit askai. So do you recognize any of the words in this sentence? So hopefully you recognize maybe askaya, man, maybe galjohit, fat, udane, said, okay, gohust, something. Okay, this sentence right here, tlada gohushiki, that means that's nothing, okay? So you can use that. Tlada gohushik, that's nothing. If I stretch myself, if I stretch myself, jo 3 yagayel 1,000. Okay, so really what this is saying, when I stretch myself, if I stretch myself, I'm 3,000 times more. Okay, like I'm increased. I've become 3,000 times more fat in this case. Udane said, "Galjohit askai." Okay, so it's nothing. If I stretch, I'm 3,000 times more. Okay, said the fat man. Let's see what this one says. Doyik yiganatlug Ago sele galjo hit askaya. Ajistawadursa na ugawi uwedge. Doyik yiganatlug Ago sele galjo hit askai. Ajistawadursa. I like that word. Ajistawadursa na ugawiyu uwedge. So let's see if you can recognize any of the words in this little couple sentences, okay? Doyik yiga na klug ago sele gal johit askaya aji stawadursa na ugawiyu uwedge. So hopefully you recognize some words in there. Let's take them one word at a time, and then we'll put it into some kind of sense, okay? Doyik, if that's true. Doyu means really, or it can be the truth in this case. Yik means if. So if it's true, or if it's we have this word called the duyukta, or doyukta. It means the right way, right? The right path. That's a lot of times what we call the religious path that we follow. We call it the doyukta or duyukta. Okay, and that's where this word do comes from. Doyik. Okay, if it's true, ye gana klug. Okay, gana klug means I hire you. I'm going to hire you. Okay, I'm going to hire you. Ye, this ye here just means it's not a certain thing. So if it's true, then I'm going to hire you. Okay. Agosele, he told. Agosele, galjohit, askaya. The fat man. He told the fat man. Ajistawadasa, he followed him. Na ugawi uwej, the prince. Okay, or the king's child, right? So so the fat man followed the prince. Okay, and here we go. If that's true, I'll hire you. Remember, we maybe back in Cherokee 1, we learned the word ganatla to mean something that is owned, like a tame animal. Ganatla, ginatla, I own it. Or it can also mean to hire, and that's where this word iganatlug, okay? So if that's true, I'll hire you, he told the fat man. He followed the prince. Okay. This one says, si wana se skili ale uwej unenasa did. Okay, so probably almost all of the words in here you've been exposed to, but maybe you haven't seen them put together quite this way. So it might be a little bit confusing. So si can be still, it can be wait, okay? Wana ise, they walked, or they went in this case. Skili, skili, the witch. Ale, uwej, her child. Unenasa, their home. Didla, in that direction. Okay, didla. So this si, in this case, remember I said it can mean still. For example, I believe when Peggy was here for the first time, she introduced herself and she said, Sita Ginail. So she said, I still live. So this si wanaise would be still traveled or still walked. Still they walked. So that means they continued, right? Because if you're still walking, you've continued. Si wanaise, so they continued. Skili ale uwej, the witch and her daughter, unenusa, home, didla, in that direction. So they continued toward the witch and her daughter's home. Okay? And here it says, they continued toward where the witch and her daughter lived, unenusa, where they live in, their home, right? Okay. Okay, wuni lutsa inage son askaya wunigo. Hey? Okay? So, in this case, wuniluta means they arrive somewhere. But wuniluta, we'll look at that in just a second. Inake is the wild. In this case, it's going to be a forest, okay? Inake. Son, another. Askaya, man. Munigo, they saw. Okay? So, munilut, when they got there. Okay? Inage, when they got to the forest. Son, another. Askaya, man. Munigo, they saw. So they saw another man. Okay? Gadon, gan, okay? Gatlan, munotle. Gadon. Okay, this is an interesting sentence. This is an interesting two sentences. So, gadon, we already know that the word gadon can mean what, but gadon, or gadonhi, that means the ground or the earth, okay? Gan, ke, this word maybe you recognize, means he was laying. So he was laying on the ground. He was laying on the earth. Gatlan is your ear, okay? Gatlan, wunotle, gadon, okay? Wunotle. Wunotle can mean like he was sitting there, okay? Wunotle can mean he was sitting there. Wunotle in this case means gatlen. Wunotle gadon means it was pressed, okay? So gatlen, wunotle gadon. So his ear was pressed against the earth, okay? Gadon gan, okay? He was laying down on the ground. Gatlen munotle gadon. So his ear was pressed against the earth. Okay, this is a really, really common phrase. Gato hatane. Gato hatane. Utadane. Ugawiyu. Uwedge. Okay, gato hatane. Utadane. Ugawiyu. Uwedge. So, can you figure this sentence out? Gato hatane. What are you doing? Utadane asked, Ugawiyu, Uwedge, the prince. So, let's see how close we were. Katohadane, okay, what are you doing? Asked the prince. This is a really, really common thing to say during a greetings exchange. You know, a lot of times when you see Cherokees or you see other speakers out in public, or you talk to them on the phone, you'll say, oh, osio, osita. Then they'll say, katohadane, what are you doing? And usually you'll say, tlako hust, I'm not doing anything or nothing. Or you can say, sta dagilastane, I'm working hard. Those are the two most common things I hear. So, katohadane, tlako hust, or sta dagilastane, I'm working hard. All right? Okay, so we're going to go back through. That's as far as that we've gotten today. So, but I think that there's a lot in there. So let's go back through, and we will kind of read our way through it. We'll get a little more familiar with the sentences, okay? So I'll read it fairly slow, and you try to follow along, okay? Remember, the English is not on there at first, so try to remember what these sentences are saying, okay? So the first one says, Gado hyatug hil jo hit utadane na oskaya. Okay? Gado hyatug hil jo hit utadane na oskay. Okay? Gado hyatug hil jo hit utadane na oskaya. So, do you remember what that sentence says? Okay? What can you do when you're so fat? Asked the man. So hopefully you got pretty close, right? At least you maybe picked out a couple of words, I hope. Okay? Klada gohust yigi. Yijine gwok jon yagayel udan ne gal johit askaya. Okay? Llada gohushik yijine gwok jo yagayel udanet gal johit askaya. Read it again. Llada gohushik yijine gwok jo yagayel udanet gal johit askaya. Okay, so do you remember what this one was talking about? Llada, no. Gohushik, nothing. Okay, so that's nothing. Ijinegwok, if I stretch myself, jo yagayel, 3,000 times. Udane gajohit askaya. Okay, so there's the English for that. Okay, do yik yikana plug ago sele gal johit askaya. Aji stawada sa na ugawiyu uwej. Do yik yikana plug ago sele gal johit askaya. Aji stawada sa na ugawiyu uwej. Do yik yikana plug ago sele gal johit askai. Aji stawada sa na ugawiyu uwej. Okay? Again, do you know what's going on here in this sentence? Do yik, if it's true, yikana plug, then I'm going to hire you. Ago sele gal johit askai. He told the fat man. Aji stawadasa, he followed. Na uga wiyu uwej, the prince. He followed the prince. Si wanai se skili ale uwej unena sadid. Okay, si wanai se skili ale uwej unena sadidla. Okay. Si wana se skili ale uwej unena sadid. Okay, do you remember what this one talks about? Okay, they continued toward where the witch and her daughter lived. Okay, wuni lu tsa inage son askai wuni go he. Wuni lu tsa inage son askaya wuni go he. Wuni lu tsa inage son askai wuni go he. Do you remember what this one talks about? When they got to the forest, they saw another man. Okay? And this one, gato gan ge, gat len wu no tle gato. Okay? Gato gan ge, gat len wu no tle ga don. Ga do gang ke ga leni wu no tle ga don. Remember what that one talks about? Laying on the ground, and his ear was pressed against the earth. Okay, and then the last one says, Gato hadane, uta dane, uga wiyu, uwedge. Gato hadane, uta dane, uga wiyu, uwedge. Okay. What are you doing? Asked the prince. All right. So we have just a couple minutes left. Let's go back through and let's read it. And there are a couple ways you can do this. You can just listen and listen to the sounds. You can try to say them along with me. I'll try to read at a fairly slow pace. So if you want to read with me, you may. Or you can just listen and get the sounds in there. Okay? Idalena. Gato hiatug hil johit utadane na askaya. Kladen go hust yiki. Yijine kok jon yakayele utane gal johit askaya. Doyik yi gana plug ago sele gal johit askaya. Aji stawadus na uga wiyu uwedge. Si wana ise skili ale uwedge unenus did. Wuni lutsa inage son askai wuni go he. Gadon gan ge gat leni wuno tle gadon. Gado hadane utadane uga wiyu uwedge. Okay? So how do we do? Hopefully we did well. Remember, you can listen to this as many times as you like. I didn't put this in syllabary today because I'm having some computer issues. So, but you can listen to the story as many times as you want. The more you listen to it, the more you're going to acquire, okay? And if the only thing you acquire is 1 or 2 words, that's fine. Listen to it 5 or 6 more times, and maybe you'll acquire another aspect of the story. The more you listen to it, the more it makes sense, and the more it will just start to kind of click for you. So that's all the time that we have for today. And so for all of us here at RSU TV, I just want to say, what don't, and don't